fans are less likely to see Brock Lesnar in the WWE. Still, according to a few of the industry's more reliable news sources, there has been talk about bringing Lesnar back. When exactly is anyone's guess? Let's examine why this is most likely the worst idea since Vince McMahon rejoined WWE in 2022, as well as some reasons why it might not be a terrible idea. Let's start by discussing why Lesnar should return to WWE. Vince McMahon was already brought low by Janelle Grant's lawsuit against him, John Laurinaitis, and the WWE. Even though the case hasn't even started, a lot of supporters and business watchers think McMahon was forced to leave the company because of how serious the accusations were. We won't get into the claims made in Miss Grant's case as we have already analyzed all of the pertinent information. It's important to note, though, that Lesnar is not being sued. However, comments purportedly made by someone who is thought to be Lesnar but has not been verified are stated as casting that person in a negative light. Lesnar appears to have been dropped from WWE events in a prime example of damage control. Lesnar did not show up at the Royal Rumble to set up a highly anticipated match at WrestleMania against Gunther. Lesnar's inclusion in WWE 2K24 was also significantly reduced, and his appearance on the game's promotional materials was altered. In contrast to Vince McMahon, who fans must look for on the WWE website like they're playing a modified version of Where's Waldo, Lesnar is still listed on the WWE roster. There are still whispers circulating that WWE is rethinking its decision to ban Lesnar, despite his apparent shadow ban. Like anything in wrestling, it can be challenging to distinguish between rumors that are purely made up and those that actually have some validity. And why is the presumption of innocence intact even in cases when guilt cannot be established? Vince McMahon is considered innocent unless and until proven guilty by the public opinion, regardless of the outcome of the accusations made against him. Nonetheless, it is typical for companies to place someone on paid leave or unpaid leave while they look into accusations of wrongdoing. Professional wrestling has, nevertheless, occasionally let go of athletes following specific accusations, such those of domestic abuse. In Vince McMahon's case, big sponsors pulled out of relationships with the WWE, which many feel is why McMahon chose to step down even though he denied all the accusations and vowed to refute them. Lesnar's regular operating procedure is that the WWE suspends him, even though this hasn't been made official. As previously stated, the court of public opinion has significant influence over corporations. This was discovered by the WWE when Slim Jim withdrew from the Royal Rumble sponsorship agreement with the firm until Vince McMahon's well-timed retirement from the organization. The universe would definitely express its disapproval if the WWE chose, for whatever reason, to give Brock the benefit of the doubt whenever Lesnar appeared on live television. Worse than WWE, Slim Jim and/or other sponsors can decide to back out of their agreements with WWE unless Lesnar is exonerated. Simply put, WWE's is not best served by having him on television. Lesnar's scenario is unquestionably different from Vince McMahon's. Lesnar's present sabbatical might be seen to be a case of guilt by association by Brock's defenders. They can also contend that the accusations don't even specifically reference Lesnar by name. However, it's hard to ignore the identity of the former UFC champion that the lawsuit mentions. The WWE and its legal team have a compelling motive to want to keep Lesnar off WETV, as we'll see in a moment. Janelle Grant is suing the WWE in addition to Vince McMahon and Laurinaitis. Grant's lawsuit against the WWE is based on his claim that high-ranking WWE officials were aware of McMahon and Laurinaitis' alleged wrongdoing, but did nothing to put a stop to it. If someone can demonstrate that a company's corporate culture fails to safeguard staff members from misbehavior, such as harassment or other dangerous working circumstances, the company may be sued. Although the WWE is powerless to undo the past, it must defend itself against claims in the future that it was aware of improper behavior being displayed by certain individuals and chose to ignore it. Theoretically, if the WWE unexpectedly brings Lesnar back to investigate whether or not he committed any wrongdoing, they risk facing legal action. Although Lesnar hasn't been suspended by the WWE yet, it's clear that they're worried about what might be revealed in the lawsuit should it involve Lesnar. In theory, TKO will have to fire Lesnar if a judge finds that he had improper behavior prior to Endeavor's merger with WWE. If not, it will be far simpler to demonstrate that the WWE disregards misbehavior reports in the event that comparable lawsuits are brought and someone asserts that the WWE has predatory people on staff. The primary cause of a Brock comeback is the same thing that causes any corporation or sport to ignore tainted bad behavior: the omnipotent dollar. Whoever Lesnar wrestles, he will always be a draw. Despite losing multiple high-profile battles to Roman Reigns in 2021 and 2022, possibly the worst series ever scheduled, he maintained his momentum. Because of his formidable stature and real-life reputation as a tough person, Lesnar is one of those rare wrestlers who will always be remembered as the main event. This is a minor feature, particularly in a field where major players might be sidelined by injuries, leaving a promotion with few or no main eventers. In 2022, for example, Randy Orton's injury forced Lesnar to wrestle Roman Reigns at SummerSlam because the WWE lacked any worthy contenders for the Tribal Chief title. They also have a number of superstars, such Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, LA Knight, and even up-and-comers like Braun Breaker that the WWE Universe would want to see at the top. The WWE needs to seriously examine how it is developing stars and marketing its main roster if it believes that Brock Lesnar's return is urgently needed. The lawsuit filed by Janelle Grant is only one of the numerous reasons the WWE has to keep Lesnar at bay. And it must acknowledge that Brock Lesnar is unable to make a comeback to television unless it wishes to expose itself to additional harm. Companies are doing better than ever, and the WWE has amazingly survived the most recent Vince McMahon crisis unscathed. It would be a grave error and completely nonsensical to bring Brock back. Ari Emanuel of TKR Holdings ought to know better and probably does. Talks about bringing Lesnar back need to end, and Emanuel should concentrate on keeping the WWE in damage control while he waits to see if McMahon's case goes to trial. The corporation runs the risk of losing its present sponsorship arrangements, facing potential legal action in the future, and possibly even losing its reputation if Lesnar's identification in the allegations is verified. Lesnar is not only still popular, but the WWE knows how to keep him safe, as evidenced by his ability to overcome periodic setbacks, save from his feud with Roman Reigns. This is crucial because, at this point in his career, Lesnar does more for an audience than just pop a crowd. Lesnar can put emerging talents on the ropes in the appropriate situation. That's what happened last year when Lesnar improved Cody Rhodes in their best-of-3 series. Brilliant booking was Lesnar's unexpected attack on the American Nightmare the night following Rhodes' defeat by Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Since Rhodes required a well-known event to regain the momentum he had lost following his unexpected defeat at WrestleMania 39. Although Rhodes had the opportunity to work against the Judgment Day, which he ultimately did, the Lesnar program served as the perfect platform for showcasing both Lesnar's potential for danger and Rhodes' prowess as a wrestler. Lesnar kayfabe fractured Rhodes' arm prior to their rematch, punishing Cody even though Rhodes had won the previous match. Any questions about Rhodes' status as Raw's top babyface were dispelled by his desire to wrestle with a broken arm and his energetic comeback at their third SummerSlam deciding battle, which saw Rhodes overcome Reigns to complete his story. It's hard to see anyone other than Brock elevating Cody to such a high level, but why shouldn't WWE resurrect him? With rare exceptions, the Beast isn't known for working extended bouts. Instead, he's more well known for his ability to engage an audience with a variety of fighting styles. A portion of this can be attributed to the thrill of witnessing Lesnar bring rivals to Suplex City and watch them pull off big man maneuvers that very few wrestlers can pull off. Though Omos isn't a horrible worker, viewers saw that he was able to get an entertaining match out of him during Lesnar's match at WrestleMania 39. In addition, Lesnar worked defensively, a side of him that fans had never witnessed before. What were your thoughts, guys? Should Brock Lesnar return to WWE? Please share your thoughts in the space provided below, and I'll see you again soon with more wrestling stuff.